All right, what up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G, and I'm going to go ahead on and give my game prediction and also the keys to victory tonight's game. But before that, I'm going to go ahead on and just give my opinion on what's going on between the Saints and the Panthers rivalry. As we know, the Panthers have been a pain in our butt. Panthers, they've been real pesky, But I'm going to just go ahead on and say it. It's been a lot of fluke stuff. It's been a lot of fluke stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would give a team their flowers. I would give a team their credit. But let's not act like this team ain't been catching us at the right time every game for these past few years. Like last game, of course, we know the injury season we didn't have. We had Andy Dalton out there. We had Sam Darnold out there with like a low QB rating to finish out the season. I'm talking about a terrible QB rating, and we still lost that game. We got a pick at the end of the game with what's the guy name, man? The safety we had got there. Everybody wants Sorensen. Yeah, we got a pick at the end of the game with him. I thought that game was in the bag. Still lost that game. A lot of people was kind of happy that we lost because I think at the time we wouldn't go into the playoffs anyway. So it just, a better draft pick for us. But, man, that QB rating that team had and what we did on defense to that team, you would automatically think that was a win. We still lost that game, and I think it was a lot to have to do with injuries. What happened? Week 2, we didn't go 2-0 in a long time. Hopefully we could shake that curse today. But week 2, we had played Baker, and he had a similar stat line to Sam Darnold. Like, it was just one of the craziest stat lines that you'll see a quarterback win with. You know what I'm saying? And week 2, we had, of course, Jameis out there playing on the injured back. He should never been playing in the first place. He made a pass to Jarvis Landry, which I think the pass was like that because he was injured, and that caused Jarvis Landry to get injured. Mike Thomas, he got injured in the same game. And they had a long play with Shenault, and they had the fumble recovery off of Alvin, and they won that game. Caught us at the right time. I think if we'd have had Andy Dalton starting that game and just sat Jameis until he could come back healthy, we would have won that game easily. But we lost that game, and the injury just started piling up from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember the first game we had against the Falcons. Everybody was just coming up with the memes after the injury piled up. Like, yeah, we went against the Falcons, but at what cost? Fast forward to the year before, we played the Packers. We beat the Packers with Jameis. But then the memes started coming. Yeah, we won, but at what cost? And that's when the injuries piled up. If we had to play the Panthers at their house, and man, we had them injuries, boy. I'm talking about we had Zach Bond out there checking Christian McCaffrey. Pete Warner was injured. We had Michael Thomas was injured for the whole year. I'm talking about we had a ton of injuries. That I remember them showing the injury report, and the list was just looking crazy. So, man, let's just not act like this team ain't just been catching us at the right time. Like, they just been getting lucky, just catching us at the right time. And I feel like the tables have turned, and we catching them at the right time because they got, like, 2 O-linemen out. They got J.C. Horn out. So, I feel like, the tables turned. Now, they're going to see what we've been enduring. So, take it I take it any kind of way I want, as long as we get a win. I'm not feeling sorry for nobody. Nobody ain't been feeling sorry for us, Like DeMario said when we was going through our injuries, half the people glad you got them, and the other half don't care. So I'll take it any way I could get it. So when I come to my game keys to victory, I think one of the keys to victory out the few that we have is to attack that O-line that is weakened because of those 2 injuries. They're weak right now at guard. So I expect Colin Sanders. I expect Nathan Shepard. I expect Brian Brzee to all have a good day in the interior, So we got to attack that. We have to stop Miles Sanders. Like, we got to pressure Bryce Young and make him, have rookie mistakes. Like, he's going to have rookie mistakes. As far as their receivers go, I'm not sure if DJ Chalk playing, but even if he did play, I still believe in our secondary to still, keep they passing attack at bay. I don't think they could just go crazy on us. So yeah, man, that's the first key, to attack that old line. Like, we gotta get pressure stopping that pass, and we gotta just be stout against the run. Let's see, another key to victory is to just, watch out for the RPO. Like, watch out for this run pass thing. Miles Sanders have been giving us problems with the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. I would expect them to try to emulate, that same, type of passing offense against us, with Bryce Young. So hopefully we could just, maintain gap containment and maintain, good lanes and good angles to just stop it. All you got to do is just contain it. I feel like we more athletic up front on our D-line, so I'm not as worried about it as in years past. But at the same time, these dudes get paid too, so they're going to make some plays. We got to just keep them limited. Another key to victory is, I guess we'll just address the elephant in the room, Trevor Penning. This dude has to maintain a good level of confidence in this game. He can't just, get in his head this game. He's going to get help. So I think we're going to do a lot of chipping with the running backs. I think we're going to do a lot of chipping with the tight ends. I don't think our tight ends going to have a big day like that. They're going to for sure send Brian Burns on that side so they could have us, have help on that side. I think James Hurst is going to have to step up helping out Trevor Penning when we do slide protection. And I think we're going to have to throw some quick passes out there. Like, we're going to have to get the ball out very, very quick. I think the Titans, they better at stopping the run than the Panthers, but I think the Panthers are better at getting to the quarterback. So I expect a defensive game. This already is a rivalry game. It's already is a division game. So I think both teams going to play their best, especially after what's in stake. Like Carolina, they don't want to lose their home opener. They don't want to go down 0-2. And by the Falcons and the Bucks winning, the Saints don't want to just be in last place in the division, because if we lose, we in last place in the division. Like, make no mistake about it. Now, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing that, the Bucks and the Falcons won, because I think that's more pressure on the Saints to go get this win. Like, it's no excuses. Like, this is a must win. Like, this game is it would be a consecutive win. It would take that stat line off from us from not being 2-0 since 2013. And Dennis Allen just gotta show that he's a changed man, and he like, we got everything going for us for this win. Like, it's prime time. Everybody gonna be looking at us. Like, we gotta show, like, and then we gotta win with dominance. We gotta assert dominance. Like, we got a lot of easy teams on this schedule. Like me, I like to play certain hard teams so you could get a good measuring stick of where your team at. But if you play these easy teams and you winning by a dominant performance, that can kind of count as a measuring stick too. So I want to win in comfortable fashion. I don't want it to be those, nerve-wracking pressure Saints games, I feel like we're going to get some takeaways. I feel like the defensive back coach Woods, I feel like he's getting the DBs with good technique, looking at the ball. Like, you're going to get more picks when you're looking at the ball. And we got our head turned, we're looking at the ball, and we just grabbing it about the air. So I think we could get some turnovers. Hopefully Jamal Williams have a good game, but they got a good linebacker corps, and they got a good, interior, player with Derrick Brown. So I don't know, man. I think Jamal Williams, I think he lost 13 pounds in the summer. So I think that got a lot to do with him not probably being able to break some tackles. But that last game he going against the Titans, I mean, they didn't have no holes for him to be running through like that. Like, people was in the backfield right after the ball was snapped. So I'm gonna cut him some slack, but I still think he will need those extra 13 pounds to back on him to have that type of production that we're looking from him with. Let's see. Yeah, man. So I think we gotta stop the RPO. I think we gotta, attack the offensive line, and I also think that we gotta just, help Trevor Penning and hopefully, he don't have his confidence just lost because that's one thing you don't want. Your confidence lost out your left tackle, your cornerback, or your quarterback. So yeah, man, we gotta keep up with the other teams in the NFC because I think the top of the food chain in the NFC, the top dogs are the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the 49ers. And what those teams have that the Saints don't have is a stable offensive line, especially at left tackle. So they got the Lane Johnsons, the Trent Williams, the Tyron Smiths of the world. Like all these dudes are pretty much established at O line. At the blind side position for their quarterbacks, and I think that's the difference between them and us. So we don't play none of these teams this year in the regular season, so we won't have that measuring stick game to see where we really at against the cream of the crop teams. But if we see them in the playoffs, which I think we're gonna make the playoffs, that's good. So I'm ready to see the matchup. Hopefully by the end, Trevor Penning, he's more comfortable, but I don't care how comfortable you is. Like once you're going against the elite pass rusher week in, week out in the playoffs where everything is on the line and people are going to be bringing out new plays and new stunts and new exotic blitzes, it's going to be hard. So, yeah, man, if we want to beat these teams and be competitive this year, we're going to have to step it up. And right now, this game will let us know a lot about what type of team we're going to be. Like, are we going to just be a team that dropped the ball? Are we going to be a team that just, coming with a different swag and just confident and, our offense going to really complement our defense? Like, because the last few seasons, the defense been doing the thing, but the offense been the one that's just been slacking. And a lot has been due to injuries. But right now, man, we got everything we got. We got everything we need going for us. Yeah, we missing Peyton Turner. Yeah, we missing Kendrick Miller probably. And yeah, we missing 8K. But, man, the talent we still can have on the field should be enough to get the job done. Like, it's no excuses. Like, if we lose, it is all on Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael, most likely. You know what I'm saying? So my game prediction before I get up out of here, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I know we all waiting on that 30-point game, from the Saints. We all waiting on that Jimmy Graham touchdown in the dome, and we could dunk it on the field goal. We all waiting for that Alontae Taylor pick. But, man, I don't think we're going to get all that just yet. We might get the Alontae pick. We might get that Alontae pick. Alontae Taylor might get his first NFL pick this game. Mark it down. But, I think it's still not going to hit the 30-point mark. I think it's going to be 24-16. I think we're going to win 24-16 today. Hopefully that'll be enough to get the job done. Well, that's going to be enough to get the job done. But hopefully, we have a pretty comfortable lead the whole game. I think it's going to be a battle throughout the whole game. I think we're just going to pull away at the end, like maybe mid-third quarter. We're just going to pull away with the lead, and we're just going to keep a comfortable lead from that point on. But let me know what you guys think. What are y'all keys to victory, and what are y'all game prediction? Let me know in the comment down below.